Folks, I keep on winning. I challenge you to name another content creator who's been talking about these three cards. Go ahead. I'll wait. I'll be waiting for days. Good. Now that I've got your attention, let me tell you why we're here. Because the Bilt program is insane right now. They just dropped more great news and the hits keep on coming. FYI, this is not sponsored. Bilt is not paying me to say this. I don't issue any credit card referral or affiliate links. I just have to say what I believe. If you want to fly business class across the Atlantic, or if you want to level up your travel by flying Q Suite, or you have a bit of lounge lizard in you, then you need to pay attention. I'm Richard from R Squared Travel Rewards. This channel is built on one thing: giving you the strategies to maximize every single point and mile that you earn without the noise. And here's my problem lately. Every time I sit down to organize my thoughts for the next video, Bilt goes ahead and drops more news. So I have to abandon my script and pivot back to Bilt. Now, I've already told you that this Qatar Visa Infinite card is worth holding for 2 years. Why? Because you get instant One World Sapphire status. You get to walk into Alaska and American Airlines Admiral and Flagship lounges on domestic tickets when flying economy. Next, it lets you book Qatar Award seats without that one paid flight that everybody keeps getting stuck on, as well as having to add people that you're traveling with to various lists. And next you earn Avios on your rent at a boosted rate of 2x per dollar. That was already a card worth having. Then, Bilt made the announcement of making Qatar the rent play of all plays, so now I have no reason to get rid of this card. I'm going to make 3 points in this video, so those are going to be your takeaways. Point 1, the Qatar card just got infinitely better, and I'm going to show you how. Point 2, being in the Bilt program is a legit flex. That's plain and simple. If you make a housing payment of any kind, rent or a mortgage, stop looking anywhere else. It's time for you to earn beaucoup points on your housing payments. And point 3, you've now got 3 Bilt cards that earn you 3 miles per dollar on your rent: Atmos, Flying Blue, and Qatar Airways. So the rate is not the question anymore. The question is, which one of these cards gets you to where you actually want to go? I'm going to put all 3 cards side by side to help you determine which one should be your rent strategy play. So I encourage you to join my YouTube membership. Club members get to message me separately at boomacompany.com regarding their unique situation. My opinions are not biased by any credit card issuer because I don't issue any referral or affiliate links. I rely on your memberships to keep this channel going. So let me show you the way. Let's start with what these 3 cards have in common because it's a lot. All 3 cards earn 3x miles or Avios per dollar on your rent when you pay through Bilt, and that's up to $50,000 a year. And in all 3, Bilt charges you a 3% fee for paying rent with a card that isn't a Bilt card. R Squared's take is that 3% fee scares off people, and on most cards, it should. Paying 3% to earn 1 or 2% back isn't great math. But this is 3x on a currency that pays itself back several times over with great business class cabin redemptions. But that's just part of the story. What you're here for is to learn how each one of these cards earns you gold status with an airline program. I'm talking Atmos Gold, Flying Blue Gold, and Qatar Gold status. This table perfectly captures 3 programs with different paths to gold. I've intentionally carved out year 1 and year 2 and beyond because the mechanics are different after year 1 in some of the cases. So here's where it gets good. You have the same 3x on all 3 cards, so the rate isn't the question. The question is what that rent turns into. And this is where each one of the cards splits into 3 different directions. So let's start with Qatar because this is the newest rent play that just got announced. First of all, how many of you knew that paying rent with Qatar was a thing before Bilt supercharged it? Well, if you were a member of this channel, you would have known this. Holding this Qatar Privilege Club card gives you instant One World Sapphire, which is Qatar Gold in year 1. There's no spend threshold and no qualifying flight. Now, keeping that gold status is the interesting part. So I need to let you know what you need to do in year 1 and during year 2 and beyond, because they're not the same play. Let me walk you through both. Year 1 activity is the easy one. You get gold for being approved, and then when you hit the welcome offer on the card, Qatar hands you 150 Q points. Renewal is 270, so you only need 120 more Q points. One paid round trip to Dubai gets you 52 of those points. 7 Q points come from putting that $1,100 ticket on the card at 5x, and 45 come from flying itself. That leaves 68 Q points, and your rent covers it. $17,000 in rent at 3x is 51,000 avios, and every 1,500 avios on this card is 2 Q points, so that's your 68. So you're at 270, and that Dubai trip already handed you the 4 Qatar segments that the renewal requires. Year 2's activity is where it gets real, because the welcome bonus was a one-time thing. Now you're carrying the full 270 requirement yourself. The Dubai trip still gives you 52, so you need 218 from spend. $48,500 of rent at 3x plus $6,000 of dining at 3x is 163,500 avios, and that lands you exactly on 218 Q points. 52 plus 218 is 270. There you go. So R-Squared's take is that year 1 gold is your gift, but you need to begin the work right away to keep that status in year 2. Then in year 2 and on, you're running nearly all of your rent plus a real Qatar flight through this card. That's a solid play for keeping One World Sapphire with one of the best airlines in the sky. If you value status and lounge access domestically when you're flying on American Airlines or Alaska, it's definitely worth it. Keep in mind, if you hold Qatar Gold status, you're fully exempt from the odd award booking restriction for your flying companions. I value this because I have 4 upcoming Qatar award flights, and you can see those here. Now, Atmos is the only one of the 3 cards where your spending can award you your status directly, without any flying requirements. The Atmos Summit card gives you 1 status point for every $2 that you put on it, and that's with no cap, plus a 10,000 status point boost every year on your card anniversary. So run the numbers. $50,000 in rent earns you 25,000 status points. Add the 10,000 anniversary boost, and you're at 35,000 status points. Atmos Gold requires 40,000. So you're only 5,000 status points short. Close it with $10,000 on a combination of dining and other spend on the card. Again, no flying required, and it's repeatable every year. However, I'm sure that you're gonna take at least 1 flight a year. Otherwise, why are you bothering securing Atmos status? And when you do fly, keep in mind, it doesn't have to be a paid flight. Atmos allows you to earn status points on award flights booked through Atmos, and it's the only airline program out of these 3 that allows you to do that. So let that sink in. You don't need a paid flight to earn Atmos status points. I still encourage spending $10,000 on the Summit card because at $60,000 in spend, Atmos gifts you a 100,000 Global Companion Certificate. R-Squared's take is that Atmos is the spender's status play. If you don't want to have to fly for your status, then this is the one. Just know that your rent alone doesn't quite get you to gold. But the true rock star of this program is that you may opt to redeem points for an Atmos award flight and still earn status points that count towards your Atmos Gold status. It's a beautiful thing. Next is Flying Blue. I broke this whole path down in my $89 path to SkyTeam Elite Plus video, so go and watch that video for a true deep dive. Here's the short version. Flying Blue doesn't earn status points per dollar. It earns experience points or XPs, and that's when you cross annual spend thresholds. Put $25,000 on the card in a year and you earn 160 XPs. And your rent gives you that $25,000 on its own. If your rent is at least $2,083 a month, then you're hitting that threshold without spending another dime. Gold, however, requires 180 XPs. So 160 from spend leaves you 20 short, and you can't buy XPs. You close that gap with 1 paid flight, a round trip in economy from JFK to Paris, or one-way premium economy. I like the premium economy route because I get to upgrade to business class with miles. So Flying Blue is rent plus 1 flight per year. The mechanics look slightly different in year 2, but it's still rent plus 1 flight. R Squared's take is that this is the renter who flies play. Your rent does the heavy lifting here. And one trip to Paris each year locks in your SkyTeam Elite Plus. If you were gonna fly to Europe anyways, this is close to free status. This one is honestly kind of easy to attain if you're already on Team SkyTeam. Frankly, I don't see how this is going to be sustainable for Flying Blue, but I'm here for it. $25,000 in rent plus an economy flight to Paris speaks to a large volume of folks for an $89 card. So, which card should you choose? So we have the same 3x rent multiplier for 3 different audiences. And here's how I would choose. If you want one world status and you don't want to have to fly for it, then the Atmos Summit is your card. Your rent, your dining, and your anniversary bonus holds you gold status every year with no flight requirement. But honestly, that's just bragging rights. You earn status without flying. If you fly to Europe even once a year, Flying Blue is close to free SkyTeam Elite Plus status. And Air France and KLM are some of the best redemption values out there. This one is nuts. It's so affordable even for the casual flyer. Now for Bilt Platinum users, you already know that we're gifted Flying Blue Gold status at this tier. So your decision is between Atmos and Qatar. If you need one world status right now, and you want access to American Airlines and Alaska domestic lounges even when you're flying economy class, I don't see how you can beat Qatar. And they let you buy that access for $499 right away. Personally, Qatar is still my favorite airline, so I'm kinda hooked. But Atmos is easiest because I can just earn by flying on award seats. I'm fortunate because this new move by Bilt will put me in the position of holding gold status across the 3 airline programs. But to be honest, I would never fly from JFK to Dubai in economy class. After all, I'm a lounge lizard and I'm 6'3". So my questions for you: which rent play for earning airline miles and status do you see yourself running? And who is waiting to run this play when Bilt allows it for mortgage payments? If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you have a specific question about your situation, head over to boomacompany.com and hit me up in the chat section. And if you're a channel member, you jump to the front of the line. I'm Richard with R Squared Travel Rewards. As always, take care and be good to each other.